Dear friends, what happened on September 2nd, 2025 changed absolutely everything. The planetary energy system was completely renewed, and now thousands of people around the world are experiencing strange symptoms that never existed before. The boundaries of time have collapsed. What used to take years now happens in weeks. Diseases develop at lightning speed. Yesterday, you just thought about it, and 2 weeks later, the symptom is already in your body. The planet has completed its transition, but humanity is only just beginning to catch up. And those who don't manage to connect to the new energy network will face serious health problems. On the eve of September 2nd, more than 1,000 people filled out my diagnostic questionnaire, and I see the same recurring symptoms in all of them. Suddenly, incurable migraines have appeared, and no pill helps. Back and knee pain no longer goes away, even after taking medication. Eyesight is deteriorating, blindness is developing. If no medical methods are helping anymore, it's not a coincidence. These are signals from your body that you are not synchronized with the new frequencies. On September 2nd, 2025, the Earth's energetic matrix was updated. Think of it as an upgrade to the planet's operating system. The old version is no longer supported. The Earth's energy network is like the planet's DNA, a system of neural connections through which light flows. If a person is not connected to this updated system, their physical body begins to suffer much more severely. So, what has changed? The speed at which thoughts materialize has increased several times over. The collective unconscious has become a single resonant field. The old psychological defense mechanisms have stopped working. It's like the effect of two tuning forks. If one vibrates at a frequency of 440 hertz, the other with the same frequency will automatically start to vibrate as well. But if the frequencies are different, there will be no resonance. Right now, the Earth is resonating at a new frequency, while many people remain on the old one. Dear ones, do you feel as if you've been literally breaking apart lately? You are not alone. Let me repeat. More than 1,000 people are experiencing the same symptoms, physical manifestations of energy blockages. These include headaches and migraines that no medication can relieve, an inexplicable ringing in the ears, especially at night, waking up every night between 3 and 4 in the morning, the hour of activation for dark forces, migrating pains throughout the body without any apparent reason, sudden sensations of cold or heat, a feeling as if something is crawling under your skin. Your vision periodically deteriorates, you experience blindness, and you see shadows out of the corner of your eye. But the most frightening thing people experience is energetic exhaustion. Have you already noticed that you constantly lack energy? It seems like you have plans, ideas, and the desire to do something, but you only have enough energy to make it to the evening, collapse on the couch, or mindlessly watch videos on your phone. And important tasks get postponed again. Dear ones, this is not laziness, and it's not a lack of willpower. These are energetic blocks in your subtle body that literally drain your life force. How can you recognize energetic blocks? You get ready to do something important, and suddenly a wave of apathy hits you, or you feel constantly tired even after 10 hours of uninterrupted sleep. In certain situations, you might suddenly feel short of breath or your throat tightens up. Chronic pain in different parts of the body. For an experienced psychic, these blocks appear as dark clumps in your energy field. They don't just drain your energy, they block your flow of opportunities, your abilities, your financial channel, your relationships, your happiness. Why is this happening right now? New light frequencies are squeezing out of us like toothpaste from a tube, all the blocks we've accumulated over our lives. And what you could previously ignore for decades now instantly shows up as pain. But even if you don't have any physical pain, that doesn't mean you don't have any blocks. What is happening right now? The mass activation of humanity's light DNA is not a metaphor, it's a real process. Our bodies are beginning to glow from within. This is invisible to everyone, but those with extrasensory perception can already see it. How does light DNA work? Every cell in the human body becomes a microgenerator of light, tissue regeneration accelerates, the vibrational frequency of the entire organism increases, and the connection with the planetary energy grid strengthens. But there is also a problem. If your consciousness is filled with dark negative thoughts, fears, and resentments, the body cannot maintain the light frequency. An internal conflict begins, which manifests as illness. Dear ones, most illnesses begin with your subconscious rejection of life. For example, if I cannot accept life from my mother or father, a self-destruction program is triggered. This is how family karma works. For example, A 3-year-old child, lacking the resources to understand the world, sees that the parents have had a new baby. He feels hurt and makes a decision. I am bad, I am not loved, I have no right to live. Decades pass. The person has already forgotten about this. He has become an adult. But this program, unconsciously started by the child, continues to operate. The more you reject your parents, the more you become like them. Either you copy them completely or you become their opposite. But this is also a form of dependency. In addition to ancestral karma, there is also an influence coming from the lower world, the so called dimension that I call the world of the dead, or the lower astral. This is not mysticism. It is an energetic space where everything unfinished, unexperienced, and not let go of is stored. When a person cannot accept that something has ended or is over, be it a relationship, a job, or the life of a loved one, they create an energetic channel to this dark world, and from there, heavy energy begins to flow. Signs of a connection with the world of the dead include chronic fatigue without any apparent reason, which I mentioned earlier, as well as varicose veins, heaviness in the legs, depressive states, apathy, and obsessive thoughts about death and the deceased. Unforgiven abortions are especially dangerous. A woman can carry this guilt for decades, and the energetic connection with the unborn child literally drains all happiness and life force from her. Dark forces are especially active right now. They understand that if a person manages to connect to the new light grid, they will become inaccessible to manipulation. How does darkness hold you back? Through fear of change, you'll end up alone, you'll lose everything. Through the habit of suffering, familiar pain feels safer to you than unknown happiness. Through the illusion of unworthiness, you don't deserve love and light. People have become so used to relying on their negative experiences, on their dark resources, that they don't even notice it. Suffering has become a familiar environment. They know how to navigate it, how to manipulate through victimhood, how to complain. But now this no longer works. The new energies are literally burning out these programs. If a person keeps holding on to them, their body gets burned out as well. Dear ones, there is a way out. And this way out is much simpler than it seems. An emergency practice for connecting to the light grid. Acknowledge yourself as a divine consciousness in a human body. Return all foreign programs to their owners. Ask, Creator, replace all my fears with acceptance. Visualize a stream of light pouring down from above, cleansing every cell. Activate. I am ready to leave all destructive programs in the past and embrace the new. This practice takes only 5 minutes, but it can change your whole life. Do it every morning. And remember, where there is divine presence, there is no room for fear. You are not alone in this transition. Time has truly accelerated. What is not transformed is destroyed, but you have all the tools for a successful transition. The body is a wise system. If you don't interfere with it and give it the right support, it will heal itself and adapt to the new frequencies. Dear ones, especially for the powerful energies of September, I am holding a special 3-day marathon. The registration link is in the description below the video. The number of spots is limited. See you in the new reality.